We are now crossing over to Patrick Oyer, who is joining us in South Sudan. Patrick, so what are you hearing about the request by Sudan that South Sudan should stop the RSF from crossing over the border?
Yeah, Beatrice, we've seen the request. However, the government has not yet responded to that request. But of course, in the past, the government has always been saying that it does not want to be seen or be part of supporting any of the groups fighting in Sudan. So we expect that the government is going to say it will definitely not accept the RSF to cross over to South Sudan. However, in reality, in practice, that is a very difficult thing because, first of all, the border between South Sudan and Sudan is porous, is not properly manned. So if this RSF were to cross, it would be very difficult to even monitor them. Or even if they cross into South Sudan's territory, it will be very difficult for the government of South Sudan, for example, to send troops to try to push them out. The government of South Sudan is already facing a lot of security challenges, whereby even in the Upper Nile, in the northern part of the country, for example, you have very many groups, armed groups that were previously rivals. They have not yet been unified. They are still on their own and they control some territory. So even these groups, if they were to make some local agreement with RSF and they join their camps, the camps of those troops, for example, we have the group known as Kit Gwang, which controls a large territory in the Upper Nile region, then the government will not have control over. So it is a very big challenge for the government of South Sudan to really say that these people could not cross to South Sudan.
And what is the strategic importance of Sena Strait in the ongoing conflict? I mean, why is winning the battle for Sinja such a critical step for the army?
It is very, very important. It is a very important state because of one, this is a state that borders two countries. It borders the Upper Nile region of South Sudan, and then also it borders Ethiopia. And for any military operation, it is very important for you to control supply routes. So this state is very important for whoever controls it because of supply routes. For example, if you are doing military operation, you are concerned about food, you are concerned about ammunition for your troops. If you control an area that is bordered by two countries, then definitely you are able to have access to supplies. You are supporters, because definitely when these people are fighting, there are people who support them, people who supply them with whether weapons, ammunition, or food. They have access to them through this border. So that's why this state is very, very important for either the Sudan Armed Forces or even the Rapid Support Forces, because normally even when they go to buy these supplies or get these supplies, of course they will not go as soldiers. They go as disguising themselves as civilians. They purchase what they want and they supply to their troops. So it is a very important territory for either of the people fighting in Sudan, Beatrice.
And Patrick, what can you tell us about the situation of the refugees at the border?
Well, the refugees have continued to come, and what we've heard is that the number is increasing again, probably because of the recent fighting. The refugees continue to come from various border points because, as I said, the borders are porous, and the International Organization for Migration and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees are saying they continue receiving people on a daily basis. That means really the challenges still remain, and with the situation of also floods in some parts of the Upper Nile region, in Rank in particular, and also the issue of cholera. So many people still continue to come and amid many challenges. So the refugee situation remains very, very serious, and also aid agencies say they do not have much funds to really take care of those people who are coming. They arrive when they are exhausted, they have worked for days. So the situation is still continuing. We're continuing to see more refugees coming to South Sudan, Beatrice.
Indeed, Patrick Oyer joining us there from Juba in South Sudan.